Before we start Boston Matrix, we need to understand a concept which is product portfolio. Product portfolio is the range of goods or services that are being provided by a business in a market. Or simply speaking, all the goods and services that are being produced by a business or that are being rendered by a business are referred to as product portfolio. Now, Boston Matrix, when we are talking about it, it is a product portfolio analysis tool. It helps a business in dividing its products into 4 different categories. The first category is a star product, which is obviously the best product. And then the second type of product is called a cash cow. A cash cow is a type of product which is going to have a short-term success. And then we have a problem child, which is sometimes called a question mark, a product which is currently not doing well. And then lastly, a product which is called a dog or a sick dog, a product which is not doing well currently, and there is no expectation from it in future as well. So, it is most probably not going to do well on short term as well as on long term basis. Boston Matrix is shown graphically through a 2x2 matrix. Now it means that a matrix which is going to have 4 different quadrants. So there are 4 different blocks or quadrants in which the diagram is going to be divided. The top left quadrant is a star, where the market share and market growth for that particular product or group of products are both high. So products having high market share and high market growth are termed as stars, and they reside in the top left quadrant. Then the top right quadrant is basically a problem child or a question mark. In that particular quadrant, the market share is low, whereas market growth is high. The lower left quadrant is basically, a quadrant or a block in which the market share is high but market growth is low, and the product residing in that particular quadrant is called a cash cow. And then the bottom right quadrant shows a sick dog or a dog, and in that particular quadrant, market share and market growth are both very low. A star product is a product which is currently doing well and its future is secure as well, which means that it is residing in the top left quadrant where market share and market growth both are very high, and the business, is basically proud of these kind of products because they are the ones which are the profit centers, they are the ones which are maximizing the profits of business, they are the ones, which are deriving most of the profit for the business. So, their current situation of these products is really good, and their future is extremely secure as well. Now, with such type of products, we need to sustain these products in the market. We do not need to do anything different. We try to sustain them in the market by doing what we have been doing. So we stick with the basics and we do, which we have been doing in the past. We do that in the current scenario, and we try to sustain those activities which are bringing the best out of the products in future as well. So these type of products, you use a strategy with them which is called a holding strategy, which means that you are going to keep things as it is. You are not going to change anything because everything is working in your favor. So you have to keep on doing what you have been doing. Now, this type of product is usually residing in product life cycle stage which is a high growth stage, or which is a maturity stage which is able to sustain itself. A problem child is residing in the top right quadrant of Boston matrix. Now, in Boston matrix, we are basically categorizing our products, and problem child, as the name is telling us, it is a product which is creating problems for us. Sometimes it is called a question mark as well, because there is a question mark on on its future. So we need to be careful while handling such products. These products are the products which are either residing at the introduction stage of product life cycle, that is, they have just been launched in the market, or they are the products which are reaching the saturation stage of product life cycle. So we need to build these products. If they have just been introduced, we are going to spend a lot of money on promotional campaigns to spread awareness regarding these products. And if this product has reached the saturation stage, then we are supposed to run extension strategy, all these different types of steps like buy one get one free offers and discount coupons, or membership discounts, or we are talking about loyalty cards, or free gifts and samples. All these different types of strategies are going to be used if the product has reached saturation stage or is about to reach there. So when we are talking about a problem child, we have to build the problem child, and building strategy is used with it. The third type of product identified by Boston Matrix is what you call as a cash cow. A cash cow is a product which is currently doing really well. It has a very high market share, but its future is not necessarily secure. So it is currently doing well, and it might not do well in future. So again, we need to plan the activities very carefully. We need to milk the product, or we need to maximize the profits on short-term basis, because we are not going to get long-term returns from such a product, because the potential market growth is not going to be there. So the product has very high potential on short-term basis, but the potential is very low in terms of returns on long-term basis. So what do we do with such a product? We obviously try to maximize returns on short-term basis, or we try to milk profits out of it. And this type of product is usually residing in a product life cycle stage, which is either short-lived growth or short-lived maturity. And we try to reap the rewards on short-term basis, and we basically do not try to invest too much money in the future of such a product. Fourth type of product identified by Boston Matrix is called a dog, sometimes called a sick dog. This is a product which has completed its life cycle, and it has not been able to sustain itself in the market. That is why its market share is very low, and there is no potential for growth left in that particular market. So the future is not good, and the present is not looking very pretty as well for such a product. So what do we do with such a product? We divest from the product. That is the opposite of invest. We take out all the money from it. We use strategies like pricing strategies like loss leaders or loss leadership, where we are trying to get the products out of the market, and this product has obviously reached the decline stage. And a product, when it reaches the decline stage, we do not promote it anymore, and as I just told you, we divest from such a product. That is, we take out all our money from the product, and we try to extract the remaining rewards, which can be reaped by us from the product, because it is not going to give us anything in future, and the present condition is also very bad. So we just try to get whatever we can out of such a product. We basically try to get rid of such a product.